It is now in order to consider Amendment Number 10, printed in part of House Report 118-216. For what purpose does the gentleman from Georgia seek recognition?
I have an amendment at the desk.
The clerk will designate the amendment.
Amendment number 10, printed in Part B of House Report number 118-216, offered by Mr. McCormick of Georgia.
Pursuant to House Resolution 723, the gentleman from Georgia, Mr. McCormick, and a member opposed each control 5 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Georgia.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Chair, I rise to offer my amendment number 10 to H.R. 4367 to the Homeland Security Appropriations Bill for fiscal year 2024. Amendment 10 will increase the amount of funds withheld of the Office of the Secretary of DHS if it does not submit the State of the Border Report and the report on detention facilities by the designated time required by the law. Agencies have a strong and problematic tendency to ignore or loosely follow congressionally mandated reports, and this amendment would put pressure on DHS to provide these reports in a timely manner. With the ongoing crisis at the U.S.-Mexico border, it is vital that Congress receives accurate and up-to-date information from the agencies. A cornerstone of any nation is its boundaries. A border defines where one government ends and another begins. It denotes the separation between two distinct peoples, cultures, and languages. Without a border, we have no nation. We have no sovereignty. In the first half of September alone, and that's only 2 weeks, U.S. border authorities had more than 142,000 encounters at the U.S.-Mexico border. Fentanyl seizures at the border increased 164% from 2020 to 2022. This year, there have been over 21,000 pounds of fentanyl confiscated. We've had over 110,000 overdose deaths just this last year. As an ER doctor who treated overdoses every shift last year, and somebody who could not revive 4 of my patients from an overdose, I take this very personal. This isn't the only public health consequence of an open border. Whether it's tuberculosis, measles, COVID, which many of the members from the opposing party are being so concerned about, there's no way to ensure that those who are crossing the border do not bring these diseases into our country. This doesn't even address the chronic problems, congestive heart failure, emphysema, kidney failure, cancer, which these patients will come to the ER for, and you'll wait behind them in order to pay their bills. The Biden administration has ignored the rule of law and refused to secure our border. Not only will President Biden not do what's necessary to stop the flow of migrants and drugs, but encourages problems by using humanitarian parole as loophole to bring in up to 30,000 migrants each month from Central and South America. Many of those individuals crossing the borders are coming to make a better life for themselves. However, too many of them have ties to terrorist organizations and dangerous criminal cartels. Worse yet, the Biden administration has lost count of 85,000 children. Our open border is giving child exploitation industry a huge boost. We must secure the southern border. This is not just a bipartisan problem, not just a bicameral problem. It's an American problem. I urge my colleagues to support Amendment number 10 for a better accountability of DHS to provide Congress with the information needed to make the right decisions for America. With that, I reserve.
Gentleman.